EPA and meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for the weekend, December 4th and 5th, 2021. It is the weekend finally, and the weekend radio forecast is sponsored by Bozer Brewing Company in Easton, Pennsylvania. They are at 1250 Simon Boulevard in Easton, very close to Lafayette College, just a few blocks from there, and they are fine purveyors of craft beer in the Lehigh Valley. If you love a good craft beer, I highly recommend them. They're actually going to have some new beer releases this weekend, so look for that, and also have a very fine menu selection to go along with your adult beverages. So check them out. They are Bozer Brewing Company, 1250 Simon Boulevard in Easton, and they are proud sponsors of the weekend forecast video. So we have a lot going on this week, and a lot of it's going to be kind of people turning their attention finally to what's going on Wednesday, because their apps are finally catching up. Okay, this is something I've been talking about for a long time. Certainly this week with the daily forecast videos, but I mean, this is something we had a signal in our long range now since the Friday, November 5th long range outlook. Okay, so that's over a month lead time that we highlighted a storm signal in this time frame between the 8th and 12th originally. Then we narrowed to the 8th to 10th, and this is now going to be coming in on the 8th. So, the apps are starting to catch up. I've seen, I do have a few of those apps, and I do look at them every once in a while just to see what just to laugh at them usually, but whatever. They are starting to catch up with the idea that there will be some snow or rain or snow or whatever, what have you, across parts of our region. So we'll get that in this video. Today we are looking at a slightly milder day. We're going to have temperatures in the 46 to 52 degree range, so generally upper 40s, lower 50s southeast. And we're going to have some clouds around this morning. They're going to break eventually. They're going to gradually decrease this afternoon, and it's going to become partly cloudy. And then after that point, we're expecting a slightly cooler Sunday, but temperature still kind of in this 42 to 48 degree range. This is somewhat near normal for this time of year, so this isn't too bad of a weekend. It looks like it's going to be dry conditions on both weekend days, okay? So if you have anything to do outside, like go to Bozergeist, you should have no problems with the weather whatsoever. Once we get to Sunday night, Sunday evening, the clouds are going to increase ahead of our next system, which is a cold front. This is a very strong cold front, and this is a very important cold front for whatever's going to happen midweek, okay? It's going to set the stage for this. We have very warm air moving out ahead of this, so this is going to be a crazy extremes week. You're going to have a lot of ups and downs with the temperatures. You're going to have some showers with this frontal boundary as it moves through, which is primarily going to be on Monday, but you could have some showers starting to work their way in, some light showers working in later Sunday night already. But this front moves through, not a tremendous amount of rain with it, but the temperatures out ahead of this front are going to get in the upper 50s to low 60s ahead of this front, which is pretty crazy, okay? So we're going to have these big temperature swings, as is typical in a phase 7 of the Madden-Julian oscillation, which we are heading into. I discussed that in yesterday's long range. But we are going to have a lot of ups and downs over the next couple of weeks. And this is one of those swings. So we're going to be very warm out ahead of this. And as soon as the front moves through, the cold air is going to rush in, and it's going to make its presence known. Not just because it's going to get colder, but because the winds are going to pick up, and it's going to be some gusts that are probably going to be in the 25 to 35 mile per hour range, with isolated gusts, peak gusts in the 40 to 45 mile per hour range as this moves through. So probably about a 4 to 6 hour period of that we're going to be dealing with Monday late afternoon, evening time frame. And the winds are going to gradually decrease overnight, but they're still going to be kind of breezy as this cold air advection sets in. And it's going to be a lot of cold air advection involved with this by the time we get to Tuesday. Now, I'm going to move this over to a precipitation type map on purpose, because our next system, of course, has some wintry potential. This system kind of lays the railroad tracks here for this next system to track. And because you have antecedent cold air in place, you have the opportunity for at least, at a minimum, to start as snow. Even far south, you could have a brief period of snow before it goes over to rain down there. I still think that southeast of I-95, you're probably not doing too well with this. If you're looking for a snow event, not impossible, but it's a far stretch, okay? If you live up near Harrisburg, through Lebanon County, up through Berks, Lehigh, right along I-78, going all the way into central New Jersey where I-78 follows, in that area, I think you might have several inches of snow, at least a couple inches of snow, and then maybe a transition to rain on Wednesday. Further north from there, as you get across the Poconos, north central PA, basically all of northeast PA, north central PA, and far northwestern New Jersey, you could end up with a mostly snowy event out of this and a 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inch type snowfall. Possibly you can go a little bit over 4 in some spots too. That's not out of the question either, but I do think this is a rather weak low. So here's what it does. It comes in here on late Tuesday night, so it's starting when the temperatures are colder. They'll be in the upper 20s at that point. And this is all overrunning precipitation. This is a southwest flow event, so you're going to have overrunning precipitation, overrunning colder air at the surface, and you're going to get that to fall as snow where the temperature profiles support it, and that will be in our northwestern areas. So here is the European model that ran today, and it has snow over a pretty good portion of the area. You do get some mixing up to 78, or maybe a changeover to sleet. I don't know about freezing rain. Probably not freezing rain, but it's either sleet or rain. There's going to be a changeover up to about 78. I think that's pretty consistent with what we were talking about the last couple of days, what we thought was the most likely solution. And then this moves away on Wednesday evening, okay, and it pulls away. It could even end as snowflakes in areas that may have changed over to rain. You might end with some snowflakes in the tail end there. But that's generally the idea we're looking for right now, okay? Now, there are still conflicting models here. So here is the GFS that ran this evening. It's getting better. It's not as yesterday was just a cutter. It just brought rain. Didn't even bring rain to northeast PA. It was mostly just like a few flakes up there, went right to rain. On the video I showed yesterday, this is now showing snow, then it's showing a wintry mix everywhere, and then going over to rain. Okay, so it's making progress in the direction of the other two, just not quite there yet. So the GFS is taking baby steps here, but it's now at least showing that wintry component, whereas it didn't before. Okay, so we're getting there. Not quite there for the snow lovers yet. Okay, and at least not what you would want, where the other ones are showing a little bit more of an upside as far as snow is concerned. Here's the evening run, or the overnight run of the Canadian model. Very similar to the European model, in that it has this snow line, or snow, sleet, rain line that's situated over southeast PA and central New Jersey. Areas northwest of there is snow, including the I-78 corridor in this one, and it doesn't change over to mixed precipitation there. So this would allow the I-78 corridor from Harrisburg all the way up to just north of Newark to get into that 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inch range. Okay, maybe even a little higher than that once you get across the Poconos. That's what the Canadian model is showing this evening. It's a very fine line here, and it always does this in our area. This is one of the most difficult places to forecast for in the entire country because of this, and we have these cutoffs very frequently in winter. Okay, so this is a thread the needle system. We talked about that for the last couple of days. It's an overall bad pattern if you're looking at the entire pattern as a whole, and you're going to try to squeeze something out of here that's going to give you a quick snow event here that's going to necessitate a snow map. I'm very confident that we'll be making a snow map next week. It's just I'm not very confident on the exact placement yet. Okay, and that's something we'll have to monitor over the weekend and see where this trends, because this could be make the difference of somewhere like, maybe Doylestown, PA, getting nothing, or maybe getting a few inches out of this before it changes to rain, or places like, Harrisburg, Allentown, northwest New Jersey, getting into, getting an inch or two, or getting 3 or 4. Okay, that could be a big difference there. So it's just where that rain snow line is going to set up, and it's going to be a very tricky forecast, but we're going to have to continue to be on top of this weekend with the evolution and changes of this. But after this system moves away, we have a partly cloudy day here on Thursday in between. Still cold, and then once we get to Friday, we start to warm up a little bit as another system brings some showers Thursday night into at least Friday morning, with another wave moving through. And then after that period, I think we're heading into a warm-up for a couple days. For probably 2 or 3 days, we'll get the temperatures back up close to 50, or if not into the 50s. So anything that happens midweek will be long gone by then, but it's just a matter of what's it going to do that morning. Is it going to present some travel headaches? And we'll certainly cover that in detail once we have more information on that. And the next video forecast is Monday, but I have Weather Weeklies on Sunday morning, and I'll touch on this system with any changes we have at that point. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for the weekend, December 4th and 5th, 2021. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.